There is so much political news from so many different sources. You might wonder why Miles Cooley is building a business online about politics, especially in this challenging economic climate. But YourPolitics.com is a pretty strong website, a Facebook for political hopefuls. Miles Cooley, welcome to LA Business Today.
Sharon, thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Well, we're so glad to have you, and it's interesting that you've gotten into the political website business. Tell us about that. What encouraged you, and when did you start it, and where's it going?
Yeah, well, Sharon, a lot of it really came out of frustration my partners and I had in the 2004 presidential election cycle and then the gubernatorial election of 2006, trying to use the internet, which is a great, as we all know, it's revolutionized the way you get information, but trying to find up-to-the-minute, fresh, relevant, important news. We had to go to 4 or 5 different websites at once. And so what we thought we'd do is say, hey, why don't we put one-stop shopping, all of the different information, news and information that we want as political junkies, and some of my partners work in the business of politics, put it in one place where you can put it, have an internet portal you could put up on your screen and have it be your jumping off point into politics, where you don't have to go to all the 4 or 5 different websites. And so in the middle of 2007, we started developing the site, and now, well, we're happy to say we went live in February, and it is what we think it's going to be the place to be for politics in America, and it really is the sort of a distillation, I think, of all the good stuff out there on the web. We've got a news aggregator, so you have all the freshest news in a national sense.
And you have job listings.
We have job listings
for political jobs. Is that going to help drive people to the site?
We hope so.
We
hope so. There's
politics
in many respects is a recession-proof business. There's a lot of interest in politics, a lot of money in politics. But it's really going to combine all the good things about politics that's on the web in one spot.
What kind of jobs do you list on YourPolitics.com?
Well, right now, Sharon, we have jobs for nonprofits, for legislative aides. Right now, most of the jobs that we have, honestly, because we're a California-based business, for now, are California politics. So there are several legislative aides. I think the March of Dimes has a legislative assistant that they're looking for, a few other jobs like that. But we're in the gestation phase.
And what kind of interactive mechanism is going to go on with YourPolitics.com?
We're very excited because our sort of the jewel in the crown of YourPolitics.com is our social network called Politically Connected. And essentially what it is like you said in the intro, it's a Facebook for politics. So what you'll have is the ability, if you're interested in a particular issue, or you're interested in forming a group or raising money, or if you're if you're someone running for political office and you want to have a presence on the web, it's the place really to find your affinities, make connections, and then go from there.
It's different from a blog, though. It's not like a journalism blog about politics, which there's a lot of.
Part of one of the features, and let me quick just break down the various components of what you're going to get on YourPolitics.com. You're going to get all the best news from the national and state level. It's a 50-state
right, I've seen that. It's all 50 states. You click on Florida, Georgia, California, it's all there.
So you start off in the national portal, which is national news, and all the different government and policy links that you need. So if you want to get onto EDGAR, for example, which is the SEC website, or you want to get onto the congressional website, or you want to find out, what's going on with the Center for Disease Control, you can do that for the policy links. If you want to find all the best blogs, they're national blogs or national editorial folks, like you want to read Frank Rich, or you want to read Maureen Dowd, you've got access to do. There's a link to do that. Then there's job listings, like you said. Then what you go into is the politically connected social network, which is, like we said, the jewel in the crown. So there's a lot you can do with this. What we're hoping is that ultimately it'll turn into sort of the jumping off point for people, where it'll be up on their computer when they first log on in the morning. And either if they're people that are political junkies, or the people that earn their living through politics, it'll be the place to go.
But it's different than like a Huffington Post. It's different.
It is different. I think it's. I wouldn't say that Huffington Post is a competitor of ours in the sense that they do things that are different than we do. I think they provide. They're more of a traditional news sort of internet media outlet where they have news stories from a particular ideological bent. We'll link to the Huffington Post. We have a link to Huffington Post. There's a lot of great information there, but we're more of a tool. we're more of a resource, we think.
And started by political groupies, people that love politics, that have to hear about it, YourPolitics.com.
That's right. My partners and I are both junkies, and some of them are actually work in politics and have for many years, former congressional staffers. And I'm just crazy for politics, and I've loved it. So this is sort of a dream for me to be engaged. But we're very excited. You know, we've sort of started the marketing part of it now. Like I said, we've been live since February.
Right.
This is the beginning of our sort of this is our coming out
Right.
party. So we really appreciate the opportunity to be on
congratulations on your new business, and I think you're going to do great things.
Thank you so much.
I have a feeling. Thanks for being
so
on
much.
Like This today.
Thank you
Best
so
of
much.
luck.
My pleasure. Thank you.